It's your girl, itsjustmechig. It's your girl, itsjustmechig.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, itsjustmechig, and I'm back with another video. We have made it. It is the last Friday of the year 2023. And all I can say is thank God, because listen, who would have thought that we made it this far? But you watching this, me recording this, we made it. And before we get into the end of the year review wrap up, if this is your first time seeing my beautiful face, hi, I'm itsjustmechig. Welcome to my channel. I know for a fact you're gonna love it here, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button just below here. Also like this video and comment. We are a community of healing and growth. So make a friend in the comments, and if nobody's commented yet, start it off, okay? Because we family. Anyway, y'all, 2023, it feels like just yesterday, first off, that I was recording my 2022 end of year review. And I remember how rough 2022 was for me. When I tell y'all, I really set the goal this year to be better than last year. And the way that I decided I wanted to make this year better than last year was, one, I didn't do a New Year's resolution. I started, about the time I started really doing YouTube and being consistent, around that time I decided that, like, let's just start breaking this thing down, because I feel like sometimes as people, we look at the bigger picture and it gets overwhelming, and we sound so like, oh yes, next year's gonna be my year. I just found for myself that breaking down the year by months worked wonders for me. And so what I mean by that is just making sure, not waiting until the new year, but this year I really started, you know, if January wasn't a good month for me, okay, February, let's be proactive here and there. I was really proactive about making my month to month better than the last, and I can tell y'all I succeeded at that. This overall was a good year, okay? And we'll get into it. I can say this year was probably the first year in my whole life that it was our jump year. All the things we have been talking, well, not all the things, but some of the things we have been talking about, like moving or going to concerts, having fun, just getting out the house. It was like, don't think about it too much, just do it, jump. Like, went to Ari Lennox concert. I met one of her openers who I'm a huge fan of now, even more than before. And just other things, other areas personal in my life that just, I probably normally would have been afraid to speak up or to do something. I actually did those things. I actually worked on making those things happen. I can say I'm glad that we jumped. Even if it was a little bit, I made some progress with just taking little small leaps of faith this year, and I'm so thankful for that. One of those leaps of faith was moving from Nashville. Y'all don't know, I was born and raised in Nashville, okay? Tennessee. And though I love Nashville, Nashville will always have my heart. But I just, for a long time, felt like I outgrew Nashville. So we had always talked about moving. Even before my mom got sick years ago, me and my husband always wanted to move out of Tennessee or move away. But, you know, it was always something holding me to Nashville. Was my mother, and it'll probably always be family because I love my family so much. But this was the year that was like, look, rent is high. We've been in this place for years since we got married. It's time to take a jump. It's time to take a leap. And so we moved away from Nashville, and that was probably the highlight of this year. Like, just stepping out on faith, doing things against the norm, but doing it for ourselves because that's something we wanted to do. I got to see Beyonce this year too, y'all. I was not gonna go to that Beyonce concert, the Renaissance, but one of my friends ended up having an extra ticket, and when I tell y'all, I'm so glad I went. I would have been upset if I missed that, because I've been to every Beyonce concert. This by far is her best one, and I was in awe the whole time. So that was another highlight. I love her so much. Oh my gosh. Also this year, like I said earlier, this kind of was the first year I felt like I started back living and enjoying life. Prior to like COVID and losing my mom and stuff, I was real hermit-ish. Like, I was in the house. I didn't want to go out. Even the people I love, my friends and family, they would invite me out or to travel. And I don't know, it's something about grief and disease and like COVID and like germs that just made me like, I'm chilling in the house, I'm fine here, okay? I don't want to go out and spend money, everything is high. So I can say this is the first year we started back like getting out. So I spent a little more time with my friends, not as much as I would love, you know, would have liked, but more time than before, more time with family. And even in my marriage, like, I feel like being married is important to still do date nights and still get dressed for each other and have fun, even if it's dinner. And we did that. We did that, whether it was supporting my nephew at his first tour on concert, his first concert on tour, or just trying a new restaurant, whatever it was, we stepped outside the box and was like, listen, we're enjoying ourselves, okay? So yeah. And also I can say this year I talk to God more and I listen more, because I think as much as it's important to talk to God, I think that it's even more important that you listen. And I spent more time this year praying and meditating. Like my husband will tell you, maybe not every night, because sometimes we tired, sometimes just life be lifing, or he'll fall asleep or I'll fall asleep early. But a good majority of the nights, me and my husband always pray before bed and ask for guidance and things like that. Aside from having like anxiety attacks and stuff like that, because normally that's when I pray and I meditate, I made it a better practice to pray and actually be intentional about meditating this year. And when I tell y'all, I feel like I'm growing closer to God. I feel like I'm listening more to God, and not like, it's not about what Michi wants, it's about what God has for me. Let me tell y'all, be careful about praying to God for guidance, because every time I've ever prayed for guidance, I always end up getting super sick after. And aside from the beginning of this year, like October, the end of October, all of November, some of December was rough for your girl. And right in October, beginning of October, or right around the times when I prayed to God to guide us. And when I tell you, for me and my husband, it's just been rough, okay? The beginning of next year is probably gonna be a little health heavy, healing heavy, because I was going through it. It's okay. I feel like God is working on me, God is guiding me. But through hard times and God's guidance, I feel like I'm really being led into the path that God intended for me. So though it was rough, I'm thankful. This whole year has just basically, long story short, has been a year of gratitude. Even if the end of the year got a little rough for me, I'm so thankful, I'm so grateful. I'm here at the end of the year telling y'all about my year, so I'm thankful. By the time you're seeing this, I'm actually on the beach, okay, in Florida. So I'm even more thankful for that. I'm bringing in the new year with my hubby somewhere outside of the house, because that was a goal, okay? All in all, I would rate this year an 8 out of 10, okay? I thought about 8.5, but the end of the year really like was trying it for me. Overall, I can't say that this was a bad year. I think that I succeeded by doing my New Year's resolution as a monthly resolution and trying to make next month better than last month, if I said that right. Each month better as it went by, instead of thinking about, oh, the year, because, you know, I'm human just like you, and every time I've made a New Year resolution, it never panned out well for me. So yeah, that's it. With that being said, y'all, I know it's Friday, it's the end of the year, y'all probably got some celebrations to attend. I'm not gonna keep y'all. I love you guys so much. Happy New Year. See y'all next Friday for fresh content. I love y'all so much. Please be careful, drink responsibly. We made it, y'all. Bye.